Greetings, everyone. This is gonna be a double episode, meaning I'm gonna be episode 4 and 5 will be just one session. At least I hope it's how I'm gonna do it. So, watching between the second episode and third episode, and yes, I did do that. Yeah, the sky is pink, and I still don't have a jetpack, which is sad for me. Either way, whereas I'm so not used to having this. Just I'm just gonna have to get used to it. So I need a biodome, means I'm gonna need a good amount of heat, which is I'm not that big of a fan of. Actually, we did unlock a tier 3 drill, which is great. We need 2 iron, 2 titanium, 2 aluminum. Well, I do have the aluminum. Alright, we also finally grew a plant. I did not pick it up in the recording, but it did happen. I did grab. Well, so one thing I should warn my anyone who watches, the way I name things is not for the faint of heart. It's pretty much what I'm gonna say. Because when we start doing automation, I'm gonna be naming the eggplant thing a different thing that the internet knows and loves. Oh, you can press R to shift between modes. Either way, mining operation starts now. Honestly, I have no idea how this makes pressure. Is there generates pressure by releasing gases? That's how it is. Also gonna have to check, do we have any new messages? No, we do not. Right, so we are making a good amount of pressure a second. Right? Yeah. This will be going up pretty quickly. We should unlock a nuclear reactor. Not exactly what we need. Anyway, although I should increase more on the pressure just to get an ore extractor. I don't have nearly enough titanium. Well, I do have a good amount, but the one thing stopping me now is just iron. And I 100% will not be putting them down here. The sky is more purple now. Probably should check on my energy before I put another one, right? Which is this. So each one takes about 8? Nah, hold on. I can just quickly check. You take 8 energy, 8.5. I was correct. Quick maths. So the next one I put down will not be able to be supported, which is unfortunate. What I can do is put a tier 2 solar panel. Right, I have the cobalt. I just need iron, silicon, and magnesium. Luckily, I do have 3 slots open for just that. So here's the iron, the magnesium. Surprisingly enough, there's no event just yet, which makes me worried. I just need titanium and 2 iron. And I should probably drink something. Right, so now iron, iron, iron. Here's a 1, and here's a 2. Great. The early game, there's not much you can do, sadly. Hey, we see blue. Hey, we succeeded. Hey, they're almost touching tips. I'm a fucking child, man. I'm so immature. Right, so pressure increasing at a rapid pace. Not that satisfied just yet, but it is what it is. And we're 56% done. Although I would say the sky is blue enough. At least it's not pink anymore. I wonder if you can actually see the gradient change if you stand outside like this. Too lazy. Or why do I have all of this iridium on me? Should probably put that away. Oh wait, I probably... Right? I'll need 2 silicone. 2 silicon, 2 iron, 2 titanium. Luckily titanium is easy to spot. That's magnesium, magnesium. Titanium number 1. Iron, silicone. Done with silicon. Done with magnesium. And lastly, I can build just 2 more heaters. I can't wait to have outside heaters, so I will not need to use the base to heat up the planet. How does that work? Eh. Hey. Energy, we have 12. Still not enough for me. And the sky is actually kind of beautiful. Anyway, I have the food, I have the water, I have oxygen. Let's go to my most hated biome in the game. And there's a reason I say it's my most hated biome. It's just so red and you cannot see shit. I probably should stop jumping around like this. Oh well. Luckily, I do know the map, not the nap, the map, well enough to traverse it without needing the map key. But This side sure does look different. I will grab those and the food, of course. Yep, it's starting. Welcome to the biome that I hate. Also, probably should make a building. 2 iron, 2 titanium. We unlock nuclear power. I'll also need silicon for the door. And we just have an event. I don't see meteors. Although, oh my god, it is getting bright. Jesus. Yep, I know which event is this. It's a solar flare. I need iron. Any iron? Danke. It is bright. Way too bright. Chip. Chip potato dip. I should grab titanium from outside to make another door, and then another door, and then another door. The event seems to be ending, I hope. Yep, it's not so bright anymore. I'm telling you guys, the events are wild. And we are only 12 minutes in. The game took its time, I suppose. Now, I do have a chip. I'll need to drink a bit of water. Let's see, in here, I won't take anything just yet. I'll take a squash, though. And you know what? I'll just do a little bit of this. Just so we would have a bit of spare energy. Luckily, this crash site, or cargo site, doesn't really have any reactors we should be worried about. So you come here once and you're done. Although traversing this space is tight. Hey, water. I'll just grab the super alloy. Let's see, there was another one over in that direction. If I'm not wrong. Yep. Ugh. Got even darker. Because we're actually reaching outside of the scope and I cannot enter this one. Okay. We will be heading there later. No. A biome that I hate is right by the biome that I like. And that... I don't know how to think about that just yet. We've already been in this crash site. Although I will take oxygen for now. There you are. This will speed up things so well. You'll be surprised. Also should make a living compartment in here. Although I will not be able to do that just yet. I also think there's supposed to be one under here. Oh hey, it's turning nighttime. Yeah, there's supposed to be one in under these rocks. Yippee. I'll say goodbye to ice. Man, the darkness is actually kind of pretty. Although it does get a bit too dark. Too dark. You know, this game could actually have a good horror element to it. Let's see, rocket, shuttle, also oxygen multiplier and oxygen multiplier. Next, chip. Well, we unlocked something we should not have needed. Well, we will need it later on, but we don't even have the rocket station just yet. We unlock it at 345 KTI, which means after the sky is blue. Also, I probably should make a tier 3 vegetation, which requires magnesium, and I just need one more silicon. Hey, and it's daytime. Yeah, you can already see at the very beginning of the episode, the sky was fucking pink. Now it's blue. Very blue. I did not look how far blue it is, like how much we have left before we complete. Actually, we are very close. Because I see at the terraformation index at the top right, very close to 175,000. Yes. Now we can put this outside. This is still not the best, but at least it's outside. Great. Still not enough heat. The pressure is going up. I think oxygen is our highest. I think. So I probably should build a nuclear thing. 3 alloy. And 2 water. Just realized we need water, which means we need ice. A lot of ice. But I'm gonna have to grab 3 iron. That's silicon. And I'll make a locker. Hey, we just reached blue sky. Now, Now the game is not as scary as before, because the sky is blue. Leo, I'll make a drawer. Call it ice. Nah. Yeah, as you can see, my naming is very on point. It's not water, it's wet. I hate how I say that. I have actually hate how I said that. It's not water, it's wet. That was a better way to say it. No, the first time I said it, I admit, sounded like a goddamn creep. Just said it like the guy who wears the fedora and like, my lady. I kinda hate that I can pull that look. I probably should start losing weight. I should not be doing this while I'm recording. I should just enjoy it. Okay, I had to pause the recording for a moment because there was a cockroach issue. And considering my mom and sister hate roaches with a burning passion. Oh, I think I know what happened. Right, this should be fixed issue. Yep. Auto clicker for the win. But I'll just keep two on me. Right, so next. I have a tier 3 oxygen, I have a tier 3 backpack, I have a tier 2. I have everything on tier 2, right? Yeah. Right, so now that we have reached blue sky, I probably should make a advanced craft station, which needs aluminum, which we don't have aluminum. Ain't that right? Well then, soon we'll make enough pressure so we can mine. We'll have an ore extraction. And there's a very painful itch in my leg. Ow, 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 ow. It came out of nowhere. That was weird and painful. Oh well. Oh well. So this is the space for aluminum. Just gotta mine a shit ton of it. One over here. Chest. No aluminum, but I see this. I see this. Next. One over here. There's another one over here. I probably can enter the crash site again. Right? No, I can't. I can't. I can't. I need oxygen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Danger. Big danger. I will not make it back to base. I will not make it back to base. Uh-oh. That was a misinput. That was a misinput. Misinput. Calm the fuck down. A slight miscalculation. Gotta run, run, run. Come on, come on. The base is just... Even after the oxygen reaches zero, we have a second or two to enter base. Hiya! Oh. The fear was real. I should keep a capsule on me at all times. Whew. That was close. I do have a compass microchip, but I can make another one and make it. Yeah, probably should. Not now. Right now, what I should do is magnesium, silicon, titanium. And that was actually a bit scary because I've almost never let it go that low before. Like, I let it drop it low, but not to that point, you know? You know. Let's see, silicon, titanium. The base will just become more and more cramped until I make a second room, probably over in that direction. It'll be a bit offset, but you know. We have outside heaters. Jetpack. Oh boy. You know, I think I'm just gonna sit still for a good few moments. Let's see, we are already halfway for clouds. So you know what? For 28 minutes of recording, we did pretty well. Let's see. Although we can kind of see clouds right about now. Although we do not have much iridium. Which means I can't really make an iridium rod. I should focus on a jetpack. Which means I'll need about 18 iridium, 4 uranium, or radiation, I think it's called. Radioactive, something like that. I really do not want to go over there. Even though there is a crash site over there. Actually, while we are here, there is aluminum growing around as well. So I could grab some if I find some. Yup. I'm gonna be very silent for reasons untold. Let's see, we're gonna go up. I've actually never explored like this before. A chip. Honestly, never knew that chest even was around. I don't have much air. But I do have a capsule, so I'm gonna be calm. Although I should grab 2 cobalt on the way. I actually haven't really played Planet Crafter for the last day. I was actually more busy on the SMP. Worked a bit on the base. I did a bit of lore stuff, lore building. You thought. You thought. Right, so I think we have enough iridium to make 1 rod, meaning we could make just 1 rocket. But first, a better agility, although I probably should upgrade my oxygen tank. Don't have the super alloy for that. Back to the iridium mines. Should actually get to that 1 radiation cave. Can't wait until we unlock the rockets program. I'm gonna have so many different satellites. Right, I have 2 oxygen on me. And I have already pretty much depleted this entire space. Luckily, the space is big. Somehow I did that. What's that? No, that's magnesium. Now, since we're gonna be unlocking the jetpack, we're gonna be breaking the game soon. We're gonna kind of go around progression a bit, because we're gonna visit a small area that you're not supposed to see early. At least not until you start actually like making plants outside as part of the progression. I kind of found it by accident. Great! We have a full inventory of iridium. And we might as well check this space. Yep, 500. Oxygen critical, inventory no longer full. We're gonna take just 1 more iridium to irradiate ourselves even more. And jump, fall. Hmm. Soon I will not be jumping around like a goddamn maniac. I won't be doing this hop and hop and hop. And that is exciting. Man. Sorry, sir. And done. And two of those. I forgot to take just one more radiation. Now we just need one titanium, which we do not have. Great me. Uranium. Yippee. Okay, okay, that is good. That is good. That is great. That is awesome. Let's see, to make it. Okay. Change of plans. We need osmium. Osmium is behind those ice stuff over there. Uh, I can fly. But flying is so much faster than running. Right, so we also unlocked a rocket launching. Yup, a launch platform. We need a lot of super alloy. Anyway, time to break the game. Time to break the game. We're gonna be accessing an area. I probably should not be doing that just yet. But man, this feels good. This feels natural. Ah, I know what you're thinking. Why? This is why. Yahoo! And now I am contemplating on what I'll do next. I'll grab more food. I'll need more cobalt. Let's see, do we have cobalt here? Nope, just one magnesium. Which I probably should do this. Just so it won't bother me again. I just noticed. We've been recording for, well, I've been recording for about 38 minutes now. And we only experienced one event. You'll remember the first and second episode, even the third, where in the first few minutes, first digits of minutes, we just experienced multiple meteor showers and all that. Kind of weird. Now that it's not like that anymore. Right. I have no idea why I entered this space again. But you know what? Next session, we're breaking game. Right now, I just want to go and explore. I want to see the map fully before we actually start, melting the ice. I want to see what is accessible at this stage of the game where there's not much going on. Because I'll admit I missed a lot of stuff. It feels brighter, but it's not really all that bright. Let's see. Now I could traverse that whole space again, but I do not want to. Although, well then. Hey, did I ever build the biome? Or did I never unlock it yet? I don't think I ever unlocked it. Ooh, would you look at that? That is a lot of ice. Huh. Interesting. Some ice in here too. Ooh, this is where we can get some osmium. Okay. That is great to know that the ice is almost anywhere supposed to be around what it is now. That is somewhat reassuring. Anyway, we need oxygen. Although I probably wasted that. Chip, chip, potato chip. A message, private, scavenger. I think I'm gonna be reading it at base. Another chip. The potato chip. I keep on doing that. I have no idea why. And how this is actually snowy and why? Like it's too cold in here. So cool. This is so cool. And I wish I could actually voice act something or I don't know. I do have a good voice in one way. I hope. Another thing about when I'm hearing myself, I can kind of hear cell or perfect cell. Although it's more crunk-ish. Oh, I didn't. I never knew there was an iridium thing here. Interesting. Although most likely not gonna be using that one. It's a bit too far for my taste. I'll take the radiation in iridium. If not, I will eat. I'm still gonna be wasting another oxygen capsule pretty soon. We're actually gonna be approaching this area. And let me tell you, the moment we see one of the events, which we won't see for a good while, I'm gonna tell you about how this place almost gave me a heart attack. Because there is an event in the game that is scary. Of course, we can explore the base a bit, but I will not be entering it just yet. I just want to explore the map and hopefully see just how different the game is. Because before I melted the ice and all that, I actually never been around this part of the map. This is a satellite, and it doesn't really have a chip, so event. It's getting red. Okay, this event is kind of new to me. This is just a sandstorm. Or how I like to say it, a sandstorm. It has no impact on the game. Right, this space. This space will be crucial soon enough. Now I probably should drink something. Put chips away. I'll need 3 iron, 2 titanium, and 1 silicon. Don't worry. Calculated. And the sandstorm has passed. So there is a reason I built this over here. And that is for much, much later in the game. And I did notice there's no ice around this area of the map. Not even one. But I'll admit, there's a good amount of super alloy. Well, I do want to explore. I do have 4 more oxygen. 5 more oxygen. I need to open my eyes. Now there's supposed to be another a survivors thing. Small colony. Found it? No, that's a different space. Hold on. You know, I just started talking about events. Found the space. Damn, it's bright. Oh, I did not like how the event just started pouring in the moment I said, oh, wow, it's been a while. And the fact that there's this iron in the way, literally. Only interested in chip. Let's see if we can go lower. And I know it sucks. I have to do this. Yep. Sounds like it's raining. Yep. So remember when I've talked about a horror element? How it can be good? So notice this. There's a message, sound like what we had at the start. Another one. We see chest, two chips. Same message, same message, same, and it goes on. Mm. The game does have a horror-esque element in it, and I'm glad I actually explored this part because look at the amount of chips we have. Now I just gotta make it home. But yeah, that whole area, a bit creepy, considering there's the same message portrayed multiple times. I am not kidding. Would you look at that? Another chip. So yeah, exploration pays off. Now I'm just gonna make it back to base with just 3 oxygen tanks. And luckily, since I did build this here, this is a good indication as to where I'm supposed to go. Because there's actually a small shortcut here. One that I actually kinda like. And hate at the same time. I just go here, turn right, turn left, and you're at the biome that I hate. But luckily you can just avoid the redness of the area. And just like that, we're home. Kinda. Man, the sky in this biome, marvelous. Fucking love how blue and white it is. It has this like space like feeling, but just you wait because there's actually another area in the game that makes it even more spacey in a different way. And I just realized I've been recording for 53 minutes. So I'm gonna be decoding all the chips in the next episode, episode 5. And that's it for today's episode, or for the current one. Raish, my cat is trying to enter my closet. That cat is just the epiphany of never giving up. Every day, 5 to 6 different attempts. One day, he'll succeed, but not today. Not today. Let me just quickly count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna be decoding it now, but you'll only see it in the next episode. See ya!